Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Thursday, October 24th, 2024, and it's approximately 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service, and I want to welcome you to Archer Travel Destination Specialist. Hi, Amanda. How are you today?
Great. How you doing, Jose?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really, really good. We have a wonderful package here today to show you. We've got some really interesting things, and also I've got a surprise for you at the end of this presentation, which just got released, and it's on the Facebook page, but we're going to talk about it, and it's really kind of cool. So you got to make sure that you're here for that. Now, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation. Let me tell you what we're going to be covering today. Well, I'm going to show you some maps. I'm going to show you primarily the two main nature parks that these safaris are. And these are, we're going to concentrate on the 5 and the 7 day. Now, sorry, that's my phone there. So,
No worries.
you know, you see, you guys don't know, but before we start, I play a little jam in here to get me in the mood. You know what I mean? I play it off my phone. So anyway, that's one of the secrets of the Archer Travel Media, center here. Anyway, we're going to concentrate on the 5 and the 7 day. And we're going to show you the places that they go to. We're also going to show you the accommodations. And then we're also going to talk about how you get your clients there. I'm going to show you some flight times from LAX, from Chicago, from DFW, from Newark, from Atlanta, because it takes a long time to get there. And your clients are going to be really, really exhausted. No, I mean, I don't know a lot of people that are used to flying 24 hours. And that's how long it takes to get there. And they're going to be exhausted, and they really need some downtime before they start their safari. And one of the ways to do that is to show them, the wonderful city of Nairobi, and just well, you'll see in this video. You're going to see in this video. Okay, so let's get to it. Like I said, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation. Destination Specialist, Matta Luxury Safaris. We've been talking about this brand all week. We've been interviewing Martha. Martha was here this morning at 11 a.m. For Tea with Reggie, but it was beverage brew with Jose. But we had a really good time with her on that. So let's just show you where we're going to get going. All right, so here we go. Let's go to the next slide. All right, this is the world, and these are the continents. And we're going to concentrate specifically on this one right here. Let's go to the next slide, please. Here it is. Now, the continent of Africa. Specifically, we're looking at this area in here. Ba-boom. Okay? Kenya and Tanzania. Now, okay, let's talk about how you fly here. To South Africa, you can get direct flights to South Africa, but from this area right here, this central area, it's usually you fly to either Germany, Amsterdam, Paris, and you come down on KLM, Lufthansa, Air France, and they come down this way. That's why it takes so long. So be aware of that when you're discussing air with your clients. All right? Now let's go to the next slide. Here is a Google map of Kenya and Tanzania. Now, I would recommend that you fly your clients into Kenya, into Nairobi. This is the biggest airport here. Okay, Uganda, and that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother country here. But I would highly recommend going into Nairobi, and then that way you can go here and then here to go through all of this area. And that's the area that we're going to concentrate on now. This map is interactive. You can zoom in and zoom out when you ask for the PowerPoint slides, and it's pretty good to have, okay? Now let's concentrate on where we're looking at. All right, let's go to the next slide. Here's Tanzania. Okay, specifically we're going to start up here at Lake Maniara, all right? And these are all parks, reserves, where you can see these animals. Now, one of the things that Martha brought up at the 11 o'clock travel brew with Jose was the Great Migration, where all the animals just start moving. Thousands of miles. They go from Tanzania into Kenya or Kenya into Tanzania. I don't know. I'm not real familiar with this, but it is quite a spectacular sight to see. So you want to, when you're talking to your clients about this, show them these things. The last 2 days we've been showing you this wonderful video on the Serengeti, which is the next park that we're going to go to. Let's go to the next slide. So, okay, so here we go. Let's talk about this, all right? 5-day living among the lions. This is the shortest safari that they have. This tour was was priced at $4,600. Now it is $3,100 per person. That's really good. Day 1, you're at Lake Manara, the national park I just showed you. Day 2, you're in Serengeti National Park. Then you go to the Ngorongoro, I can't even say that, crater. Okay. Can you say that, Amanda?
No, I
Gorongro,
cannot say that.
Ngorongoro crater. Okay, and so that's the very first one. So let's go to the next slide. Here's some pictures, I think.
Ngorongoro,
N-
maybe.
Yeah, Ngorongoro. And here's what you see. Throughout these safaris and throughout these itineraries, you see constant wildlife. Let's go to the next slide, please. As you can see, it's safari time. You know, you're in these jeeps, you're seeing this. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah. I mean, you know, and let's go to the next slide. This is what kills me a lot. Look how close these guys are. Look at this. You have, you know, the water buffalo, you have the elephants. And you know what really blows me away is how the elephants and the birds and the zebras and everybody kind of like hangs out with each other. You know, and you've seen these photographs. You see the zebras with the water buffalo, and you see the rhinos over there, and like, hey, what's going on? You know, you know what I mean? It's like a plethora here of the animals. So it's pretty cool. Now let's go to the next slide. And in the itinerary, like they said, in day 2, you go here to the Serengeti. Okay, so you were up here in Kenya for that one, and now you go here. Now let's go and see some photos of this. See, this is just incredible. I think some of this was done during the Great Migration, so you really want to be able to know this. You know, and again, if you have got questions, you need more information or education, you know, email Martha. I'm sure she'd give you some links to look at and some, you know, articles and things like that that you can forward to your clients. Let's go to the next slide.
They also said their get back time is usually an hour or less. So if you message them or whatever, they have a big enough team 24/7 to get back to you pretty fast.
Yeah, I love this shot. I mean, this
That's so cool.
that just goes like, you know, I guess this is the spa for the ladies, the lady lions, right? Like she's getting her mani-pedi or something, and they're getting her hair done and stuff. I don't know. Let's go to the next slide. Love this shot. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, you know, these are once in a lifetime experiences. Your clients, your clients will just be enthralled by seeing these kind of images. And let's go. And I love this last one. I shared it with you yesterday. Let's go to the next. Look at this. I just love this. I
It's
love
gorgeous.
this. You know, and it really is something. All right,
The great thing about it is that they're willing to work with your budget as well,
And also-
different,
And also, if you have a group, they'll customize a whole safari for you. If the
Yeah.
group has certain things they want to go see or do, they'll be able to do that for you. So,
Yeah.
you know, they're very, very workable, and that's just a great thing to have. I mean, it really is. And we don't have
They
a
have
supplier.
great incentives too as well for travel agents. The top producer
Oh,
at the end of the year.
yep,
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, getting ahead of.
yep.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, because I got a PowerPoint slide for all that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right, there we go. All right, now let's take a look at the 7 days journey of the wildebeest. Okay, here's the 7-day. Tours on this were started at 6,700, but now they're at 5,200 per person. Very good. Again, you start at Lake Manara, then you go to the Ngorongoro crater, then Serengeti, and then you're flying out of the Serengeti. Let's take a look at some of these photographs here. Okay, here is the Ngorongoro crater, all right? And again, this is another area that you go to with the 7-nighter, all right? Let's go to the next slide. And here is the crater. There you go. Now, again, you know, abundance of wildlife here. Let's go to the next slide. See? And the next one after this. It's just amazing. It's just, I love this shot. I just love this. Now, I don't know if this was probably the Great Migration or something, but I'm thinking, you know, lunch. I mean, right? He's looking at the menu, right? Right, Amanda?
Oh my gosh, right? He's just probably overwhelmed. He's just like, wow, there's so like,
Right,
wow,
right. I mean, I'm
there's
like,
so many out there.
yeah, you know, like, 'cause he's like, looking at this one over here, or this one, this wildebeest, or he's going, zebra or wildebeest? I don't know. But that's, I wonder how close this photographer was to this photo. I mean, he's got to be kind of a ways out, because, they're pretty sensitive. The animals can smell it. And this, I love this. Look at this shot. Look at this. My goodness. That is just really, I mean, come on. To see these things, and then let's go to the next slide. This is flying out of Serengeti. Flights out of, look at this. I can't believe this. If you're flying in and you see this, I mean, I'd be like, are you kidding me? I mean, what if something happens? It's like I saw those balloons, right? You have those balloon rides. Well, what if your balloon gets damaged and you're down there and these guys come around? I mean, I'm like, yeah. But they have a guide with you and stuff for safety. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do, boy, the insurance. And here you have flights going into the Serengeti that your clients can get on too. So you can do it from Nairobi, you can fly actually into it and then start your safari there. That's another thing that you can ask Martha about, okay? That's very doable. Here's what I wanted to share with you. Okay, so these are, now, what Matta Luxury Safaris does, they don't do the whole, you're going to go clamping and campsites. You might do that 1 or 2 nights, but the majority of the time you'll be staying in lodges. And they have some beautiful luxury lodges that I wanted to share with you. So let's go now to the next slide. This is at Lake Mananara. And this is this is like the very first night. And this is what these are called the Serene Lodge Luxury Lodges. And kind of like reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit, right, Amanda? Right?
It does sort of look like that, huh? The shape and whatnot.
Yeah. But now let's go to the next slide. Let me show you what it looks like from the inside. Ba-boom. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. Now, let's go to the next slide. This is called the Acacia Central Camp, and this is in Central Serengeti. And it's a camp located inside of the Serengeti. And look at this now. And now let's go to what it looks like from the inside. Let's go to the next slide. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Now let's go to the next slide. And of course you have, outstanding accommodations and, high end. This is the Negroni Serena Safari Lodge. And let's go to the next slide. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Okay, this is by the Negrono crater. You get meals and drinks at this place. I just love that. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. This is the Negrono Ngorongoro Lion's Paw Camp. And this is at the central rim of the crater area. So you have a balcony here, and then let's go to the next slide. And look at that. Wow, isn't that nice? So these are the accommodations that you get. Now, again, you want to get this information to your clients, and they may not have videos on this. What I had to do was I had to look at the itineraries, then I went and did image searches and built up a photo file to show the client, here's where you're staying day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Okay, so show them that. You're going to have to get all the elements together and say, you're going on safari, here's where you're staying, here's how you get there, here's where you stay. And then you go see this, so they know that. Okay, you want to prepare the client to have an experience of a lifetime, and these are experiences of a lifetime. But you want to do it correctly. You want to make sure that they know everything. One of the things also that you need to check on, okay, and we haven't really talked about it this week. Going to Africa requires a visa. I don't know about the United States. I know in Mexico they do. But you agents in the United Kingdom, you agents in Europe, you're going to need that. And sometimes Africa requires shots, medical shots to get, and vaccinations to have proof. So make sure you check on that before your clients even get on the plane. Look at the entry requirements on that. All right, let's go to the next slide. I saw this today and I just love this. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up was, this is from these guys, Magical Kenya. They are the tourism board for the country of Kenya. And it really explains what Kenya is and what Nairobi is, and how you should really plan this in the itinerary for your clients. Don't just think, oh, I'm going to fly there and then I'm going to wake up the next day after I've been on a flight for 24 hours. I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and go see the lions. That ain't gonna happen. Your body is going to be exhausted. It will be. It'll take like it'll take I'd say 2 days max to get your client's body back into function, okay? So really, really look at this. And this is a great video to introduce to your clients to how that first part of the journey will be. Let's go ahead and roll in, Amanda. Check it out. The stars, right? At the end of that, isn't that wild? Now, look, you guys, you can do pre or post. You know, if you got clients that go, you know what, we want to stay a little bit longer after safari and enjoy this country. Look what it has to offer. This is more commission for you. There are hotel brands it's the capital of the country. You can go from, you know what the hotel brands do. You can have all of that. I mean, there's just so much to do here. And of course, you have the wildlife and you have the cuisine. What kills me is that all that prepping of the breakfast stuff, that's what they eat at safari out for breakfast. That's crazy. Right, Amanda? Isn't that wild?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it just seems like a really magical experience. This would be really cool to get to know another culture and see all these big five animals that you don't get to see really anywhere else.
Anywhere else on the planet. And it is one of a lifetime experience. Now, again, you know, use the knowledge what you have here. I do want to talk about the 10-day and the 11-day. We went through the 5 and the 7-day. And they both pretty much cover the same parks. You know, you go through Lake Mananara, and then you also go to the Serengeti. But check out the inventory. Make sure you know what day 1, day 2, and everything is. The 10-day from Kenya to Tanzania, this tour was at $7,900 per person. It's now at $6,225 per person. Then the 11-day Spirit and Soul of Africa, Tanzania to Kenya, That tour was 7,600 per person. Now it's 6,225 per person. Look into that. Check the inventory. Know what those days are of what they're doing on those journeys. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Here. Okay. Let's grab a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil. Here we go. The flight times to Nairobi from the United States. Los Angeles to Nairobi, there are no non-stops. With one stop, I think either in Paris, Frankfurt, or Amsterdam, it is a 22 to 24 hour flight. Wow, that's a long day. Chicago to Nairobi, all right? Again, there is no non-stops. That is 23 hours to 28 hours, depending on the layover. Dallas to Nairobi, DFW to NBB, again, with one stop is 26 to 28 hours. Atlanta to Nairobi, again, no non-stops, 18 to 20 hours, depending on the layover time. New York City to Nairobi, they do have a non-stop out of JFK, and it is a 14-hour flight. That's the way to go on that. They do have one stop that you can do a layover in, again, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, or Paris, 18 to 24 hours. Now, air pricing can run, it's pretty reasonable, can run anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 on this, the non-stop's a little bit more, like almost close to $3,000. Now, remember entry requirements, visas, and shots. Remember this. You know, yeah, this is as important as getting the itinerary, getting everything ready. You know, there's nothing worse. Okay, we didn't get our visas. Oh, we didn't get our shots. We can't go. And then everything gets backtracked. So make sure you check everything on this. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. And this just happened like an hour ago, but check this out. The top producer of Matta Luxury Safari at the end of the year for all Archer Evolution agents exclusive incentive. The top producer of the Matta Luxury Safaris, the one who books out the most, will win a free safari for two. Will win a free safari for two. So again, you know, you look into this. We will put up the terms and conditions up shortly, but this is great. So the top producers starting now through the end of the year, December 31st will be the last, and we will announce the winners probably January 1, January 2 or 3, but when we come back from our weekend, you will win a free safari. So again, the top producer of Matta Luxury Safaris, who sells the most, from now to the end of the year will win a free safari for two at the end of the year. So there you go. That's pretty cool, huh, Amanda?
That is so amazing, and that's what I was trying to say earlier, but you didn't want me to tell it.
Not yet, because I mean, literally, I mean, I just got up, I saw that on the Travel Cafe, and went, oh my goodness, that just got posted.
Yeah, well, we also have the other one, which is if you book, it's on the Travel Cafe as well. I don't know if you saw it, Jose, it was a scrolling tab.
I didn't.
If you book 15 people
Oh.
or more
Yeah,
in a group, you can go and join that group with a free safari and be a part of the group leader with
Okay.
the safari, but you just have to pay for your airfare to get there to Africa, but they'll pay for the rest if you get 15 or more.
okay, cool. So there's another one. We'll post that tomorrow, and we'll talk about this
That
tomorrow.
one's already up, actually.
Okay.
The wheel scrolls on that post.
Okay, I'll make sure that I get that. We'll talk about that one tomorrow during the briefing, so you guys know about these great opportunities that you have. I mean, you know,
I
come
can
on.
show you real quick.
All right, where is it?
Right here, the third one down, Matta Luxury Safari Exclusive. Scroll right for deals and marketing.
Yeah,
So right here it is.
yeah.
Travel
Okay.
agents booking groups of 15 or more and travel with their group for free. And then you just click the little scrolly wheel and then you can get all this. And we have these marketing materials that you can use too. And you can post them on your socials.
Yeah, and we'll
So-
be talking about all this tomorrow again, you guys, in the morning as we wrap up the week with Matta Luxury Safaris. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I do want to talk about this and just, you know, plug it, but this gentleman here is going to be leaving shortly. October 29th, Ron will be doing a meet and greet in the United Kingdom in London at the Horniman Inn at Hayes at the pub. So we really want to see good numbers here. So again, for you UK agents out there, if you can make this, that'd be great. He would love to see you. If you got any questions, he's going to have an open bar. He's going to drink until the place runs dry, is what he keeps saying. And then we have the one in Madrid at the Airport Hilton at the bar, at the Barajas Airport, Madrid Airport Hilton. He'll be there at 7 p.m. Spanish time, Spain time for that, and that should be a lot of fun. All right, let's go to the next slide. I think that's pretty much it. Amanda, do we have any questions or comments?
We don't have any questions at the moment, but if you guys do have questions, reach out to us and we'll help you.
Yeah, there it is. There's all the information that you need. Again, thank you for joining me today. Susie will be with us next week when we do Scary Haunts, because next week will be Halloween week, and we always do scary haunts, like scary places to go to in the United States, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Please join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm going to give away some stuff. Tomorrow is giveaways, and we're going to set you up for next week, and it's going to be a good week for next week. We have a wonderful supplier come in here, and you guys really like to book with them, and they're a lot of fun, so we'll announce who that is tomorrow. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.